Hey everyone, I'm Ben.
And I'm Ben. Man, when we look at our current climate, with the social issues, the political issues, what is one of the things that you're kind of seeing that seems to be clear across the board?
I think we completely lost the ability to have a rational conversation.
T- I don't know, man. I think you might be wrong with that.
That sounds irrational.
No, I don't think it's irrational. I think you need to see it from my point of view.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, man. So as we're talking about it, it really seems like 2020 came in and kicked us right in the face. I mean, I'm sitting there on a Sunday on my birthday, and we're eating dinner, and we get this news, man, that Kobe Bryant, was in a helicopter crash, and so we go from Kobe Bryant into coronavirus shutting the nation down. And it's like all of a sudden, man, like what's happening in our world? 2020 was supposed to be clear vision,
Right.
and it kicked us in the face and we're seeing everything blurred. And in the midst of seeing everything blurred, things got really real.
Really real.
I mean, we started seeing all types of craziness going on in the social justice realm. I mean, we went from, again, arguing about who might be the best basketball player to whether or not we should wear a mask and is that right? And then it went into this place of Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, when we started seeing these police killings and these police shootings.
Yeah, I think everyone just got really taken over by fear. It's just when you fear, you want to lash out.
Right.
So if you're like an African American person, you see people innocently killed on the streets. You think,
Yeah,
that could be me. That person didn't do anything.
right.
And if you're a police officer, you're thinking, wow, like everyone hates us now. I had nothing to do with that. I don't believe in what that police officer did, but now all of a sudden everyone hates me and is attacking me.
Right.
So it just got really real, really quick.
Yeah, and I think, man, you bring up a great point. It's like, because when fear sets in, it's like everything else shuts off. I jump into this place of self-preservation, and especially when you're having conversations, the self-preservation is like, I don't care what you have to say. You have to hear what I have to say because I'm fighting for myself right now. I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting for my very life. And like you said, it's on both sides of it. Police are saying like, man, I go out now and I'm getting these looks like I'm the one, that committed this crime. While some of the other citizens are like, but not, you're the one that did this. I'm the one that's in danger. What are you afraid of?
So I think what really happens sometimes is all of our information comes from the media. It's not like real life. It's like, what do people want to post, And it's
Yeah.
crazy because like Google and YouTube and everything, like they have algorithms. So like if you watch a video, like you'll see more and more videos and then like that shapes your thinking.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like part of the irrational conversations happen. It's like we're not thinking for ourselves so
Mhm.
much. All of a sudden we're like, I see this on TV, everything's bad. I'm a police officer, I see everyone screaming, everyone hates police officers. I'm African American, I see these police officers shooting, all
Mhm.
police officers are bad and they're out there shooting people.
Right. And then, you bring up a really good point because that does shape our position when we're having conversations. I mean, when we start thinking about, and I love how you went to the algorithms because it's not just when you look at a video, it's going back to what you've been doing, all of your searches, all of your likes. And so the video that you get, that you see that first time is based on what you've already been watching, what you've already been seeing. And so, yeah, you're going to be seeing what it is that fits you, fits your views, fits your likes, fits your mindset. And so what happens now is just feeding more and more. You go down this rabbit hole of what you've already kind of shaped, but this algorithm, like you just said, is just kind of feeding more and more into it, and it shapes your position so much to a place where it's like, I don't care what you have to say. You're wrong. I know what I've been seeing. I know what I've been watching. I know what I've been reading.
And that's the thing. We've gotten to the point where our conversations are, this is what I believe, and you have to believe it. Like it's almost like we're dehumanizing people. It's like
Yeah.
you can't have an opinion because your opinion's different than mine, so you must be wrong.
Exactly.
And the only rational way to fix your opinion is to yell at you, which worked Never.
Never. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation where we started yelling, then we walked away like, yeah, we accomplished something.
You are so right. Thank you for screaming in my face.
Exactly.
You showed me what's up.
Like, I agree with you now.
Yeah.
You know, we had a rational, no, we didn't have a rational conversation.
The things we're saying have never happened.
No, not at all. If you have had a rational conversation where you screamed at each other and walked away still screaming, and you said, "Yep, we accomplished everything we wanted to," please put something in the comments, because I want to talk to you and see how in the world do you do that. You are amazing.
You are like the one of the 1%.
Yeah,
that have accomplished that. So congratulations. Good job. You know,
but for the rest of us,
let's
for
get
the rest
back to
of
the
us,
other 99.999. Okay.
Yeah, having a rational conversation, it takes really understanding, first of all, how to have a conversation. Right. I mean, I can't speak over you. I have to be able to be in a position where I'm listening to what it is that you're saying, understanding it's your opinion, but I respect you enough to hear what it is that you're saying.
Right. And the key to a conversation, like a true conversation, is listening.
Oh man.
And we don't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. We don't listen. We don't. I don't care what you have to say. I want you to hear what I have to say.
Right.
And that's it. That's all it really comes down to.
And you're right, because my opinion matters. The more and more you hear my opinion, the more and more you're likely to jump on my side, like, you know, then you're right. Yeah. You know, but the truth of the matter is that doesn't work. No. You know, if we're not listening, we can't respect what the other person has to say. We don't put ourselves in a position to see why it is that they feel the way that they feel or have the opinion that they have.
And I think it's interesting too, the way like our world is turning and what we're like allowing into our lives and our minds. Like, it seems like this thought is like all around us, like especially if you think about the elections. And yeah, we'll go down that rabbit hole. That's fine, real quick. But it's just funny how, like, you know, with the elections, the goal of each candidate is to think like they're the savior of everything. If they get elected, then they're going to change everything. But it just seems like everyone's so extreme. Like, I feel like no matter who we vote for, it's not going to turn out the way we think it's going to. Right. You know? So
I mean, we talk about the proverbial middle ground. And it's like the middle ground right now is quicksand. Everybody avoids the middle ground like it's going to kill them. Yeah. And when the truth of the matter is, when you're having a rational conversation, it's not even about trying to get to the middle ground. It's just trying to be at a place where it's like, hey, we might not agree on what it is that we're talking about, but at least we can walk away from this conversation having heard the other side, having heard the other opinion, and be able to really formulate our own thought based on all of the information that we've kind of received.
I mean, just because you're on the other side doesn't make you irrelevant as a person. You know, again, everyone has their own thoughts and feelings and emotions. And just because maybe you're voting for one presidential candidate, me lashing out at you and putting you down and saying you don't know what you're talking about, like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy to do that to somebody.
And what gets me about that is, I'll lash out at you, beat you, call you stupid and everything else, and you're still voting for the guy.
Yeah, right.
What have I done but I've raised my blood pressure. You know, I've gotten frustrated. I'm walking away angry, and nothing has changed. Yeah. You know, the bottom line is, you're going to vote for who you're going to vote for. I'm going to vote for who I'm going to go vote for. And we just had a screaming match for nothing.
And at the end of the day, maybe I want to vote for somebody, and you want to vote for somebody, and the guy you vote for wins. It's not the end of the world. My life does not end because the other candidate wins. Like, the world will still go on. I mean, this is probably the craziest right-left side candidates we've ever seen in history. But at the end of the day, I am fully confident that November or whatever, after the elections, we know who wins, that life will still go on.
Exactly. We're going to wake up the next day. There'll be a new president. The Senate would have changed, or however things kind of would have been gone. And we'll be sitting here saying like, hey, all right, so I'm going back to work. Right. I'm still going throughout my day. You know, for the next 4 years, all right, we'll be at this again. Yeah. You know, and what's crazy is, it's not crazy, but one of the things that happens is, we have these conversations and you have these two sides, when a lot of times both people that are arguing and screaming want the same outcome. Yeah. All of us want a better life. Yeah. All of us want to see our kids safe. All of us want to see our family safe. But we're so far at odds as far as how we get there that we can't get there together because we're slashing each other's throats.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching our video.
We want to hear from you. Leave a comment, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the page.
Find out more ways to support us, click on the link below. See you later.